Alright, so we just finished the Raven fight last episode. Love the fight. Pretty trippy. I don't have any huge overarching opinions. So this landscape, I think, is what is closer to reality compared to the crows and illusions from like the previous episode. I really don't think there's that many crows encircling that area. Just probably like fibbing a bit on that. And then one thing I wanted to say is I wish the boss fight like used illusions in some shape or form. Like he goes untargetable sometimes, but it doesn't feel like an illusion. That was like his entire gimmick going into that with the puzzles. So the next area we're going to be going to is the fire guy.
I wonder, can you see the faces too? They're there, if you look for them.
Senua. Mother? Senua, you have the sight. Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her? That was her mother, Galina. She was a priestess, a healer. She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over her. She misses her so much.
It's pretty cursed that her mom was a priest and they're both plagued with mental health and they don't know a way out of it. I believe her mom dies due to her outcast due to her mental illness, and then they tried to kill Senua by exiling her, which didn't work, but left her more damaged than she already was.
Surtr, the fire giant, has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind, and the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raze their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
It's a really nice touch that is like narrating the fire god, and as she's visualizing the smoke, he's choking.
An outcast. He was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness.
I can still smell it. A sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. Do you hear them too, Senua?
Okay. I didn't line that up at all. But okay.
The path to Helheim is sealed to the living, but you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened. enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, and slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of? I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
And I just got through a combat section. Really? How? Can you dodge an attack? And then he still blocks it. That's... You just have to choose the shield guy. There's one thing that's poorly designed in this game. It's actually the shield enemies. Because they block way too many attacks. Like, if I get a parry, he shouldn't be able to land the blocks. I should be able to get at least 2 free hits for a perfect parry. Like, I shouldn't have to... Either you cheese them or use the focus meter. There's no in between.
When you see a fire gate of Surtr, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through. Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surtr.
This is really creative. Like, her disability puts her so in the moment that interacting with the talisman ignites the area and she has to run to the right spot.
Hell will not give you the answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering. You refuse to look at it.
It's actually a really good quote. You can't overcome suffering unless you look at it. If you do not face your things head on, acknowledge it, and accept it, and work with it, you're just going to continue your suffering. The timing for this is a bit tighter than I'd like, but the visual flair is just so good.
Do your gods answer your prayers, Senua? I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me! I am alone.
The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
Senua, I was a man of knowledge and a warrior. To survive, I did things. bad things. Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
I don't remember this one at all. Well, I remember the R because that was the one that I got stuck on so hard. I looked it up the first time I played this, and then it's ingrained into my memory forever. But I think the X shape. Oh, there it is. Something like this, right? I thought it had something to do with the trees. Doesn't really look like the shape from how close you are to it, but whatever. This feels like the wrong way because it's so roundabout, but I think this is like the longest fire trial in the game. Ooh, just go straight. I can't tell where I'm going here. Oh, yeah, this is definitely the longest fire trial because there's combat at the end of it. Oof, bit late. What's nice is if you do a strong attack, it still lets you parry, but only if it's a perfect parry. Where the fuck is the thing? Oh my god, I'm running the wrong way. You can just walk through bodies like Ash, I forgot about that.
Good. Let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world and cry!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
I love
I see nothing now.
the reframing of like fire is a reset of your passion on the journey you once were, and like a phoenix, it's a rebirth of your truest self, of your purest self. I think it's a good symbolic journey for Senua to go through before going on this quest to resurrect her loved one.
Tell me truth. How did you escape your darkness?
Senua, once I found my purpose, I was no longer enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it. Unclouded by fear, I could see it clearly in others. Even my captors feared the fire of Surtr. And so, during one raid, I took my chance and ran, knowing that they would not follow. The fool ran into the fire. They left me for dead. Maybe they were right to. But here I am, free.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
I'm confused. there extra, like, relic I'm supposed to find? Oh, there is. I couldn't tell on that door.
The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surtr and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun, and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it, but Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day.
Is there a third one? I can't tell. I guess so. I'm so confused. Oh, wait, hold on.
Run, Senua! Run! Through the fire! Keep running! Go on! Nothing will stop you! Run, Senua! Run! On, Senua! Through the fire!
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone, away from here.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
Come on.
Spill the blood of Surtr. Take his mark, and I will change you from the underworld and forever be your dead.
You destroyed everything. Everyone. But not me. Fight me now.
I love her confidence. I love this music. Ooh. I supposed to dodge that?
For every battle won, a greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep it.
I die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have. To find your answers. Your quest. Your truth.